to do a few different types of demonstrations tonight. One is Haidong Gumdo, which we're going to start with. Haidong Gumdo is old Korean art using the samurai sword, and we're going to be demonstrating different facets of using that. Master Mitchell, who's lighting candles, is a master of Haidong Gumdo, and she's been running our Haidong Gumdo classes here. It's different than Tung Sudo. Tung Sudo is strictly a non-weapon martial art, and so therefore that's why some of the people have different belts, because they're belted differently in that art form. And the first thing you're going to see is you're going to come out and try and put out these candles using a swing of the sword. It's very, very difficult because they're going to be very accurate. If they hit the candle, it doesn't count. They got to bring the sword right up to it, pull it away, and put the candle out. So we're going to get started right away, and if you have any questions on anything you see tonight, feel free to talk to us afterwards. We'll be glad to stay around and answer any questions that anybody has. So again, any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask us about them. All right, we're going to start with our Haidong Gumdo demonstration. Start as easy as it looks. Do it. The senior belts are in the back line. That's why you notice their candles went out first, and the juniors are still trying to develop that. Next, we're going to do a form. We have forms in Tung Sudo, and we have forms in Haidong Gumdo as well. So they're going to demonstrate Form 1, and this is going to be Nathan first. He's going to come out and demonstrate this form. These all Korean terms, just like we do in Tung Sudo. Next, we're going to do some Haidong Gumdo combinations.
Combinations on the floor.
Master Casatino, Jimmy Sampson, Donna Roberts, and the Percio, Eric Thomas, Lightford Beverage, CM Beverage, and Andy First. They're going to do combinations. Haidong Gumdo classes is you can't have too many people in the class because you end up getting hit by somebody else's sword, so we have to have lots of room when we do Haidong Gumdo class. Next, that was just line forms where they didn't have an opponent. This time, they're going to do some one-step attacks. Now, in order to do that, we have to get these jutos, which are bamboo swords, because they hit with such a tremendous amount of force, swords that they were using earlier. So you have to use these bamboo stripped swords in order to absorb the concussion so that they don't break. And they do break eventually anyways, but they'll last a lot longer than one of the regular swords that you saw them using just earlier.
The audience. Juliet, Juliet.
Haidong.
Your partner, Juliet, Juliet.
Haidong.
Hello, and again.
And that concludes our Haidong Gumdo demonstration. Master Mitchell teaches the classes here on Friday nights for Haidong Gumdo. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll conclude after this. Next will be Jimmy Sampson and Eric Thomas. Both are black belts in Jimmy Sampson is a black belt also in Haidong Gumdo. And Eric Thomas is a yellow belt who just really started his Haidong Gumdo training a little while ago. You can just imagine if they had real swords. It'd be pretty messy right now. Master Mitchell teaches the historical significance of the sword, and the strength, respect, utilizing the sword.
Everybody out. Face the audience. Everybody out on the floor, please.
There's a tremendous amount of history and respect and discipline used with it, especially when they start using a live weapon. The live weapons are only used for demonstration purposes. We don't bring them out in class, just allow the children to use live blades. A few of the students have what we call imitation swords. They look like they're real swords and they're shiny and look like they're sharp, but they're not. The blades are very, very dull, and you could, hit yourself running alongside your skin and not get cut by them. But still, if you get hit and tip of it dropped on your foot, it would go through your foot. So